Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona, and this is Sandy. I hope you had a beautiful Wednesday. We had rain last night. Now, that may not sound spectacular, that I'd be excited that we had rain last night, but it hasn't rained in Yuma, Arizona. In August, they had 1/10 of an inch, which is, you're barely getting the sidewalk wet. And the last rain they actually had was April. So almost a year. They didn't have any monsoons in Yuma this year. And so I was so excited about having rain last night. I went outside, I watched it. You could hear it on the roof and on our awning. And I was excited. So welcome in tonight. Wednesday night, just so you know, I usually keep it at about a half an hour. I have a few giveaways tonight, a couple things to show you. I got mail, and so I'm going to show you that too. And I hope you enjoy it. But my topic tonight is only Wednesday lives. Why? Why in the world would I be saying that? But let's say, hi, Penny. How are you? I hope you had a good day today. I talked to Penny this morning, and I hope she had a good day. Cora, how are you? Grandpa says, how does she get onto your lives? I said, Dad, anybody can go onto the lives. And hello, Deb. How are you? Ann Arbor. Awesome. And all you other people that are in the chat, but you just haven't said anything, typed anything in the chat. So hello and welcome. So first, let me show you what I'm giving away today. Did you know it was National Plant a Flower Day today? My one girlfriend from Colorado sent me a message this morning because she knows how much I love plants. And I know, Cora, isn't that funny? And Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Now, what I'm giving away tonight was inspired by Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. If you don't know her, you got to subscribe to her channel. She is an amazing woman, but she makes scrubbies. And so I'm giving away a couple scrubbies tonight. These are for when you're doing the dishes. And then this one is much softer. And this you could use in the shower or bath. It's very soft on your skin. And Nancy is here. Hello, young lady. So we are going to talk about only Wednesday lives. Why? I had tried to do a Friday morning live too. It was very difficult for me. In my life, the mornings are the busiest time for me. There's just so many things to do in the morning, and not just in Arizona, but also in Wyoming too. And I tried, and it was just chaos to me. So for you guys that like it better on Wednesday or on Friday mornings, I'm terribly sorry, but I just can't do it. It's just like my brain does not comprehend doing a live on Friday mornings. It just doesn't. Nancy says, that is so cool. Now that would be better if Rebecca won some of your scrubbies. Wouldn't that be funny? She makes her own scrubbies and she wins one of mine. And Nancy says, you got that right. The mornings are always busy around here. I am. It's just crazy. And I have to, like I like to watch Ann Dale on Tuesday morning. She is my very good friend. And it's tough on a lot of Tuesday mornings for me to watch her. Sometimes I'm literally driving in the car to, and I'm listening to her. But she had a great live stream this week, and she's usually a half hour too, but she was 2 hours because she gave away so many things. It was crazy. So it was very exciting for her channel. Rebecca says, LOL. It would be funny, Rebecca. Okay, let me show you my mail first. I'm going to show you one thing, and then we're going to talk about Wednesday lives and what I hope to happen with only having one live a week. And Nancy says, take your time, Cora, and you will do great. See, Cora, she's learning how to crochet. And Cora and I are going to do a collaboration. So we don't know what that is yet, what we're going to do for the collaboration, but we're going to do a collaboration. And Cora has a small channel. So if you guys want to pop over and subscribe to her, or anybody else that's on the chat that has a channel, please go over there. Penny says, I have your pictures of the seafood dinner I made. I'll send it to you later. She was, I don't know if Penny wants me to say what she was doing today, but it's very exciting. If she wants to tell you, she'll tell you in the chat. Okay, anyway, but from Penny, I got a box today. You know, I'm 66 and a half years old, and I love getting packages. It's just like, oh my gosh, I love it. And Ginger is in here. Hello, young lady. Good evening. But this is a box that I got from Penny that's in the chat. She had a very sweet card in there. But let me show you the fun things that she sent. A little plaque. It has twine so that I can hang it up. And it says, Dear God, I want to take a moment not to ask you for anything, not to ask anything from you, but simply thank you for all I have. That is something we all should remember. That is for sure. Nancy says, oh yeah, 66 and a half. Yes, I am. And she says that she loves mail. I think all of us do. It's so exciting. You don't know for sure what's in the box. Now this is an alarm key ring. So that you can put your keys on it, you can set it, and if there's an issue, you can press this and it will make an alarm. You never know. Women, there's always things that we should be wise about. And then the last thing is a new book. She knows I love books. And it says, A Voice in the Night. And she recommended this book. And so I'm totally excited. And it's a true story of a man and the miracles that are changing Africa. So I'm really looking forward to reading this book. So thank you very much for that. That was just so kind of you. Now, yesterday in the mail, I got something. I did a little short just a little while ago about this. Because it is National Plant a Flower Day today. Look at this. Now, I'll give you a hint. It is an orchid. But anybody know what kind of orchid is that hasn't seen my little short that came up just before my live? No guesses in the chat? Because this will flower. But, you know, a lot of times we buy orchids and like at a Home Depot or a Walmart, and they have the big leaves that come out, and then they have the stalk and they have the flowers up there, which I love. I love those flowers. But this is actually a vanilla bean orchid. That's right. This is the plant that makes vanilla beans. And I'm zone 10, 11 down here, and I can put it in a very protective spot. So the afternoon 110 degrees won't pound on it. It'll only get morning sun. And it takes about, guess how many years before you get vanilla beans? 5. Well, that's from seeds. So maybe 4 years before I get vanilla beans from it. But the vine itself literally can be 40 feet long. I'm just totally excited about it. And it's a beautiful plant, isn't it? It looks very much like a succulent, you know, that kind of feel and texture that succulent leaves have. And it had hints on that they recommend that you pot this in a pot first before you put it in the ground. So tomorrow I'm going to do a video on, I'm going to pot it up, and I'll talk a little bit about the plant and things about it. And if you're going to grow it, what you should know and think about and all that kind of stuff. And I think I might take it back to Wyoming and just kind of just watch it for the summer. And then I'll plant it this fall, actually in Arizona. And we'll see how it goes and see what it does. But a vanilla bean orchid. I'm just so excited. You can even see on the tag. Vanilla bean. I suppose that's backwards when you guys are looking at it. I don't know. But I hooked a little paper clip on it because I didn't want it to bounce around very much. And it came perfect. No bruises. Sometimes when you order plants online, they get kind of banged up, but they had packaged it so well. Oh, how exciting. Hey, BP is here. Just got back from grocery shopping. Hi, young lady. How are you? Nancy says, I've been wanting to try to grow a vanilla bean tree. This same company out of Florida had vanilla bean trees also. And I seriously thought about growing it because I love the plant and when the vanilla bean or the coffee bean is ready, it's red. And then, they go through the whole process of roasting and drying and all that stuff. But it's a beautiful plant and they can grow here. But I thought, let's start with the vanilla and see how it goes. I can always buy a coffee bean tree next year. But I'm very excited about it. And it's just, it's got a lot of leaves on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 leaves on it. And then it's got these things coming out. Can you see those? Right there and right there. So I'm guessing that's a branch. I could be surprised and it makes another leaf, but it doesn't really look like a leaf. So I'm thinking it's probably a branch. BP wants to know, what do you think which plant I should try in Tucson? Well, you will get between the coffee and the vanilla bean. The coffee is probably a little bit faster, but the vanilla bean is just like something that hardly anybody would have. And it is beautiful. And if you have a protected enough area, like where I'm going to plant mine, it's on the watering system. It will get morning sun. So till probably about 12, 1 o'clock. And the sun would be up early in the morning. So that's enough hours of sunlight. It doesn't actually have to have that as much as that even, because it can be very, when it grows wild, it can be very protected by higher trees, but it will never get that 110 degree weather. So that's good. Rebecca wants to know, have you ever seen a canna lily orchid? Well, I have seen canna lilies, but I don't know if I've seen a canna lily orchid though. Rebecca, I'm going to look that up, and that's interesting. I love growing plants that other people don't grow. Penny says, definitely a new branch. Awesome. Thank you. Penny knows a lot about orchids. And Karen is here. Hello. BP says that she's game to try something. Yeah. If you had enough light, that it indoors, you could probably grow this indoors too. But remember, it can get 40 feet long. So you'd have to trail it around all over the place. And the flowers only open for 1 day. So almost always it's hand pollinated. Even in Mexico, where they do have a bee that can pollinate them, most of their are still hand pollinated too, because they want vanilla beans. Okay, let's give a scrubby away. Okay, let's give one of these ones first. And so let me type. You don't have to do anything. As long as you have said something in the chat, you could win. If I don't have your address, let me put this up. I want you to send me your physical address to that email. That's right, scrubby time. And Nibot's going to pick. I don't pick. It does it all by itself. And so we will see who our winner is tonight. Oh, Deb, congratulations. Deb, if you will send me your address, I will mail that out tomorrow. So you are the winner of one of these ones. So Deb, I'm going to write it down. And writing your last name. Awesome. Cool. We're halfway through. 2 more scrubbies to give away. So let's talk about Wednesday nights. And everybody's saying congratulations to Deb. So I seriously love these. I won some of Rebecca Touch by Yarn's scrubbies. And Joe and I have used them and used them and used them. And I thought, I'm going to just try to make some. They were so fun to make. And they're very fast. And so I think you'll really enjoy them. But only Wednesday night lives. So I tried for, I don't know, since after the first of the year, I think, to do Fridays. It was just so hard for me. And I just felt like overwhelmed. And like last Friday, I totally forgot. I had to have some stuff done for my Mountain Shadows artist group. And I knew I had to get it done in the morning. And earlier, I thought, oh yeah, I'll just stop and I'll do my live. I did not do my live. And so I did later in the day, but I just thought, I just can't do it. I just can't do Friday mornings. And I want it to be a little bit more interesting. And so I thought, okay, what do I want from a Wednesday night live? What would my people that come in and chat, what would they like? Nancy says, yep, that can happen being a creator and doing life at the same time. I know it. Life gets busy. What's the deal with that? And I just thought, what do I really want out of that? I want to get some things away each time to my people watching. And because it's always fun to win something. It doesn't have to be expensive. It's just fun to win, right? And so I thought, I can afford to give away stuff 1 day a week, giving away stuff 2 days a week. The shipping, when for most things, you're paying $5 to $9 to ship something. It just adds up very quickly. That's right. Cora can't watch anyway. She's at school on Fridays. So that was one of my goals. Okay, Wednesday night, give 2 to 3 things away. Always have a topic. And so what I'd like in the chat, or later if you're watching this, if you would say some topics of things you'd like for me to talk about. Now, I love gardening. I love painting. I love crafts. I love sewing. I love canning. So the topics, I would like things like that. Karen, you're so sweet. You're so knowledgeable. Any content you create is awesome. So kind. I have the best people ever. What herbs are good for a low thyroid? Nancy, I could do some research on that. One thing I do know is if you have thyroid issues, and especially if you take medicines, now maybe not all medicines, but you should not eat brassicas. You shouldn't eat cabbages, broccolis, cauliflowers, because depending on the medicine, a cabbage especially can do some reactions with that medicine, which is weird because it's just a vegetable. So I would do some research with that. I always think that people that have medical issues, though there's certain things that I can suggest, because I love my herbs. But finding a certified herbalist in your area or a certified herbalist that is online can just be seriously a blessing to you. Sometimes you have to pay for it. Yes. Sometimes they'll let you do a free consultation first. If you have an herb store in your town or near your town, a lot of times they'll have some certified herbalists that work there. And so that could be something to look at. But you always want to be careful, because I remember when I was younger and people would say herbs don't interact with medicine. And so you can just take whatever herb you want. But it's certainly not true. And so I think before people just start taking herbs and somebody's telling you, well, take this or take this, you really got to do some research. You want to always be safe. Have I tried growing dragon fruit? I have not, but that will also grow in Yuma besides Tucson. And I love that plant. It is weird and funky. And, I added 3 more citrus in back behind our house, but I still have a little room back there that I could make the watering system a little bit longer, and I could add some stuff to it. And dragon fruit could be a possibility because it is very cool, and I love dragon fruit anyway. Nancy says, I'm not on any medication or medicine, and I think it's just a fluke thing with blood work this morning. Talk to your doctor, but talk to an herbalist. Seriously. There are some good certified herbalists on YouTube, and you could just ask them in a comment, or if they have a live stream, and they might give you some suggestions. Cora says, I would like a video of you showing your best cooking recipes. Oh, Cora, I got that book. I got a book. It's actually right down here. Oh, I take it back. I moved it. It's in my bedroom. It is my cooking book. It's in a binder. It's literally 3 feet thick. And it has so many recipes and so much stuff I've written in there. Now, I love my books, my cookbooks, and I write in them, and I have my little index cards with recipes. But that book, that notebook that I have been saving recipes for years and years and years. I'll try to remember to bring it in next week, Cora, so you can see it. BP says, I have a plant growing in Tucson, but also in my California home. Cuttings were from my friend's plant. Well, if your plant is big enough and you ever wanted to cut a little piece off for me to try it to grow, I can put it by my bananas. I have some spaces there, and it has water system right there. just saying, but as gardeners, a lot of times the first thing we think we have to do is buy every single plant. But gardeners are generous, and I can't even tell you how many plants I have given away and how many raspberries I have dug up and given to people, literally hundreds and hundreds, because my raspberry patch, it sends suckers all over the place into my grass, and I don't want them in my grass. So I just dig them up, give them to people. And then pretty soon they have their own patch. But gardeners are just like that. Let's give this soft one away. So this one is for like in the bath or in a shower. So you can just put some of your soap on there, lather it up a little bit. And I like them because they're really they're not harsh, but they will exfoliate your skin. And so I like that. So let's see who the winner of that one is. Oh, Karen says, I just organized my written recipes in binders. See, that's what I had to do because I just had stacks of great recipes, and the binder is so much easier, and you can divide it out. And so it's easy to find stuff. And yeah. Oh, yeah. Mail to my Yuma address. If you don't have my Yuma address, I can send it in an email. Okay. Awesome. That's so exciting. Rebecca says that I'm so excited to win, to see if I win. And that is just so funny because she makes literally hundreds of them. Come on. It's not typing. Okay. Let's see who our winner is of the soft one. Anne is here from Little Frenchie in Big Texas. Oh, it says I won. I can't win. Let's type it again. That's so funny. It hasn't done that for a while. And Anne says hi to everybody. Anne is my good friend in Texas. She has 2 beautiful, beautiful daughters. Oh, Nancy, you are the winner of this scrubby. Exciting. Okay, so let me write that down. Nancy, I know I have your address, so I will send that to you. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Now we got 5 minutes left and we got one more Scrubby to give away. So anyway, back to my Wednesday night lives. So you could send me an email. You could send me, in fact, let me put that banner back up. Okay. You could send me an email with ideas because people, people have great ideas, and that sometimes they have that idea with a little bit of a twist, and I might not have thought about that, but I could do that. And I'm just totally excited about Wednesday Night Lives because I always want to have some kind of subject. I have done just all kinds of topics, but I want people to learn something and have fun, laugh, all at the same time on a live stream in 30 minutes, no less. And so I'm going to type in our last winner. So let's see who our last winner is. And I can hear Joe. He just got back from golfing. He golfs on Wednesday afternoons. And we are having fish and chips for supper tonight. I love fish and chips. It's like one of my favorite meals to have. And if you have good fish, oh, looky here. Nancy won again. She won 2 of them. Woo-hoo-hoo. Congratulations, Nancy. Both colors. So Nancy's got one like this, and Nancy's got one like this. Very exciting. Cora says again, but Cora knows all about that because one night she won both of my fused glass hearts. And it was like, it's crazy talk. Oh, she says, send me one and send one to Rebecca. Okay. Nancy, which one do you want? Do you want the purple one or the light colored one? Do you want the one for dishes or do you want the one for in like a bath or shower? You let me know on that one. And I will send one to Rebecca. That is so sweet of you. And Nancy, are you doing lives with Rebecca? Or who is doing lives with Rebecca? I was thinking it was you, but maybe it's somebody else. Oh, the purple one. Okay, awesome. And I will mail those out. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's just so exciting. So I hope you follow along my journey on my vanilla bean orchid and just see how it does, how it grows. I can't even tell you how excited I was. And the company, I got it out of Florida. I'll show the company tomorrow in my regular video. And it wasn't a bad price at all. And so I thought maybe it'd come and it'd be about this little tall, sometimes when you're ordering. But it's good size. It's probably kind of squirrels around. So it's probably 8 inches. I'm just like totally. Oh, next Monday on Rebecca's channel. I thought it was you too. And then I thought, maybe I'm forgetting wrong. And they go back and forth. So one week it's on Rebecca's channel. The next week it's on Our Treasured Home. And they have fun. So you guys should stop in and see them on Monday nights. But I'm going to let you go because we're at 30 minutes. It's crazy. Actually, 29 minutes and 8 seconds. But I'm sure Joe's hungry. And Penny, thanks again for all the fabulous gifts. That was so sweet of you and kind of you. And I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.